Okay, so here's the main database dashboard landing page. The premise, the idea of all of this is to operate and manage thousands of Instagram accounts at the same time. We separate them into different categories. For example, here's new promo, girl promo. Each of the accounts can not cross interact with any other accounts that are within the one category, however, can cross interact or cross follow the same users with the up to once with one other category. Um, so up here, if you hit load, this is where we load in all of the raw information that the accounts will pull from into the database. So we add our proxies in here. I also need to be able to see, for example, you can see how many users are on a current proxy. We do up to 4 users per proxy. The total users per proxy, and so all the information on the proxies in there. If I need to add new ones, it shows. You can take a look at the format that they go in right here. You can ignore the add links. Add Instagram accounts. So this is where we'd enter in those Instagram accounts in that format. Hit enter and add them. Domains. This is where we add the URLs, the domains that it would pull from. Again, all of this needs to be replicated as a duplicate system for each of these categories. So if I switch out of this and into the PC group here, it's all separate, and there would be different domains and everything for this group. So once all that raw data is in here, we hit add accounts to dashboard, select the number of accounts you'd want to add in here, select the category you want them to go into, put it into auto mode. I'll go over what auto mode means, and hit add to dashboard, at which point they show up in a setup mode and go through the process of changing the name, changing the profile photo, beginning to follow for a period of time, then adding a domain, and then pausing and beginning to follow again until they begin at speed 35. So as you can see, as you scroll through here, all of these have hit different speeds. Generally, they get up to a maximum speed of about 95, which is 450 follows per account per day, or 450 or 500. I'll have to double check that. So you can see the status of each of the accounts here in this little summary. If one of them goes to checkpoint on Instagram, it gives us a notification. The OK status are all the accounts that are OK. These are some that are still in setup on the bottom here. And then you can take a look at some of the manual controls. So once the account is operating, all it should do is simply like photos and follow individuals and unfollow individuals. And we'll get to where the settings for that should be inputted in a second. And if you need to take over manual controls, this is where they would be. These are all the things that we'll need to be able to do. You can take a look through here on your own, but for example, something as simple as hitting a new post. Hit this and it'll pull a new photo from the database. And there it is, and it picks out relevant hashtags for what the photo is. You can see this account. So anyways, there's a picture. You can see it's of sushi, and it picks out the hashtags sushi, yummy, sushi time, food. So it needs to be able to do that as well. For the category settings, so for each of those groups, we need to be able to set up this information in here. So those photos in each of those groups, it picks one of these other Instagram accounts to pull photos from. So we hit enter that account here, hit clone, and then it clones all of those photos. You can hit edit photos here and delete any specific ones that you might not want it to post. Every sixth photo to 8 photos, it needs to pull from a separate category, being this one. And then we'd enter a separate hashtags and captions for the photo there and put all those files in here. And every account in this group, so in New Promo, would every 6 to 8 photos pull from one of those photos outside of its normal photo posts, if that makes sense. And then where it gets its following information from, so whether it's following by hashtag, we'd add those in here, or following by user. Put that in there.